No dead Sebastian. Who would have thunk? Hello, I'm translating the Skillings. I'm still not 100% feeling translation, but I'm feeling it more than usual, and every day you do something, you've done something! Wink wink, nudge nudge. I woke up late today. I had a really late session last night because one person has some problems organizing. Should know that you can pack the day before when you're busy posting memes instead of doing it before something that's more time sensitive. Just a pro life hack. Prepare instead of doing things impromptu. What a life hack! You see, the problem with the word arrived is that it's not really a word people use. Oh, there we go. There's a better version. So, the portal is a few minutes away. That's kind of weird. Also, why would Reza want the big thing too? Like, the big thing fuels the portal, right? Like, how would the portal... Is that explained? I hope it is, because that's kind of a big plot hole if it wasn't explained. I mean, can you teleport with the power source powering it? That's a good one. Unless he's trading up, that's entirely possible. Like, he's gonna fry the generator in the process. Like, it just disappoints me that you have this really good song for Anna, and then one of the other ones is so much more not her. It's interesting. Oh, I get it. I think I get this. Like, the eggs aren't mentioned. Giving the implication that... I don't know. I don't know what that means. Also, it's kind of interesting that the Reza Izumi pick is in Chapter 5. Which kind of... like, to me, the best I can get out of that is that, A, it's Reza and her setting up the next plot. Like, you're in a fucking weird-ass time loop that's not supposed to be there. It's Iceland. Oh yeah, Sebastian is a dead one. Yeah, Sebastian just gets... like, the way he puts up gives me the impression that Sebastian... Also, why would that fall off his head? It's got things attached to his horns. It would not just fall off. What gets me, though, is that... Oh, for one, those feats. What the fuck are those feats? But, I don't know, it's kind of weird that Sebastian gets shot in the front. You'd think he gets shot, like, in the side. And yeah, he clearly is warm because there's blood streaming down his side like that. That only really would happen if, you know... There's a lot to blood logistics. Just saying. Oh! Oh, maybe he picks up the eggs afterwards. Like he had to get rid of... That's interesting. That'd be an interesting way to put that. What kind of fucking suitcase can contain dragon eggs, though? Also, fun thing, lach means lie, lace, or lie. I don't care which one it is. And lach means smile or laugh. So, there's a fun little almost for you. So I'm changing this a little bit because it works a bit better. So he broke into the hatchery to steal eggs without using the portal. What's he waiting for? Because the question now is why would Reza delay? Why would he steal eggs? Like, there's a lot going on here. That sets everything up. So I'm changing this a little bit. Oh, actually, that's exactly what you said. It's the only logical solution I can make. He's not far from the portal, seeing what he left behind. So, because this doesn't have any context for what he left behind, if he left the corpse behind or the suitcase, it just works nice. It just covers both times. He left something behind. He left a corpse behind. Like, you might say that's a bit silly, but it kind of captures it. Of like, he just left it there. He didn't even bother cleaning it up, so he's clearly on a schedule. Because, like, he'd probably try to get rid of the corpse. I mean, dragons can smell blood, but getting rid of the corpse would at least make them look for the corpse before looking for him. You'd be surprised how much you can do with an extra minute. All this time, your character's wearing a fucking bomb belt, by the way. Which is the part that gets me. Now, the problem is, I don't know exactly where it jumps out. Where does it jump out? Okay, I think this is the big reveal. Why would you put that there? That's a weird bit of logic to put there. Okay, I gotta go back to this. thing is, it's implied that the portal uses more power when you're using it, particularly with sending. So, considering that this thing can power a portal, it can probably power some fucking lights on its off time. Why are they using cardboard boxes? Just a quick thing. You're in the future and you're using, instead of like proper sealing box, you're just using some cardboard. It's just kind of goofy to me. Say what you want, but Reza never actually fully win-wins. I think I think at most he gets away with it, but he doesn't like win-win. He always fucks up, which is interesting. I wonder what the, like, oh man. You know what would be a good prequel? Like, let me just get this out of the way. You know what would also work as a prequel? One where Reza and Azumi work together. Like, you're much deeper in the timeline, to the point where she tried to work with Reza. So you're in a timeline where you're like, why doesn't she talk with Reza about this? And the whole situation devolves. Like, you could imagine something good. Like, Reza, like, Azumi would be like, listen, Reza, you can do this. Like, this would work out. But the problem might be that in every timeline she helps Reza, like, it's an indirect sort of consequence. Every time she tries to help Reza, an asshat ambassador is sent instead of the player character. And that asshat ambassador throws, as they say in Dutch, soot into the meal. And basically just messes it up. That's interesting. But that requires a degree of, like, fate and predetermination on certain ends that might not work with the logic this game is using, which is a lot more free will oriented. I wonder who was tailing you the whole time. Was it Maverick? Was Sebastian still there? Or was it Azumi? Oh, I'm glad to write Reza again. Reza was an interesting character to write because he's more human than the rest. There's more, like, there's more evil in his voice, and it works. Like, Anna's just fucking crazy, but Reza is like an economic utilitarian, is how you could call him. He just cares about his own, but he's not insane or anything. Wait, isn't the evil ending on this? It's weird that the evil ending also contains the regular ending through. It's so doofy. Wait, why the fuck is it doing this? So, if you had the Bryce ending, and you're going alone, and your evil points are huge, why is this here? Oh, I think I get this. So you need to have completed either the Bryce good ending, or wait a second. Wait just one diddly darn second. What the hell does Bryce's good ending have to do with this? Yeah, that's cute. So this is where you become, Why would that relate to the evil ending? Why is this here? Why is Bryce's good ending a requirement for this? I do like that Bryce is at least willing to acknowledge that they're both assholes. But I don't see how this... Why is this here? Oh, that's interesting. I like how Bryce is like, don't worry about it. I'm too fucking drunk to give a shit. This is so... There's like, why? Why is Bryce's good ending tied into this at all? Oh, cool! This is brought up as well. Oh, you have a gun! That's what's going on. Okay, so so you need to have a gun. And you can get a gun in multiple ways, it seems. I never knew that. I never thought about that, to be precise. That's neat. That's neat. I think that's gonna be the title. The Bryce exemption. Or the Bryce rule, I don't know. Also, how's Reza gonna go home? Like, going home doesn't seem to be an option, considering that Bryce implies that the portal isn't working the way it's supposed to. Okay, this is... Oh, that's how this works. So once it hits a return, it pops out of this stack. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, this is where he talks about this. Yeah, and he has some pretty good points. Like, where's that fucking file? Yeah, like, Reza literally just spits out every reason you need to. Like, it even says if you just point your fucking PDA at the stars, you'd immediately get it figured out. That's the funny part. So, like... Why is this not... Like, that's a part where you can say to Reza, I know what's going on. Why isn't that brought up here? It'd be a nice little, like, oh, you should already know. Like, you literally told me. Actually specifying here from before the solar wind, because it's kind of weird to call it past society. Also, Reza, again, very young. It's really kind of awkward when you think about it. God, I need a word for heck. I gotta say, there's something weird about this feeling of, like, everyone you know is gonna get erased. Like, especially with the Dean, it's like she's gonna get wiped off the fucking map. And she's the only one who cared, who gave a shit. I get that feeling back. Ooh. Oh, of course, this would be Bryce. Isn't the Bryce good ending, like, where, yeah, I just love the idea that, like, he played his part well enough. That's that's the kind of masterminding that... You could very easily just make some fucking blooper versions where everything just goes amiss and she's like, ah, heck. That'd be a great prequel where you're Izumi and you keep fucking up. That'd be great. Oh, cool. Here's the check to make sure you don't do it. Okay, that's neat. Yeah, because he's trying to hide! Like, after the whole Maverick debacle, even if he... Like, think about this. Those guys were going to report him, and the situation would have only gotten worse. Like, Reza, if anything, went into some... Like, there's a lot of ways to explain this that don't involve Reza being a dick. I'm just saying that... Oh. Like, again, like, Reza has a very good point. Anyway, I'm going to stop here. Next time, more Reza getting super angry. I wonder when this ends. This is... Oh, man. Oh. Oh.